Hi, I'm Jacqueline Hayden. I'm here with David Hayden of Cloud Talk, and I'm actually on Cloud 9 because those of you who know me know that I am so passionate about engaging and connecting. And David has created such an amazing, innovative system for exactly that. David, it is such an honor to meet you.
Jacqueline, it's an honor to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank
really,
you.
The pleasure is mine.
So David, what do you do?
For the last 16 years, I've been working in the field of technology. I'm not a technologist per se, though. I have an idea, and then I need to create a company around that idea. So the current idea is that we absolutely have to talk to each other. We have to hear human voice. That's what creates intimacy, and it's the way that we touch each other. And talking on the phone is becoming almost impossible because we don't answer the phone anymore. So we've created a technology, and I can explain that if that's helpful, that allows us to talk in our own time and send a message to you that you listen to in your own time. And that it goes back and forth, and it bypasses telephoning. So I don't dial you, I can see the conversation that we have, I can speak to you about what I'm thinking about for whatever length that I want, I can add pictures, I can add text, and you can listen to it and digest or absorb it when you want to. What happens when you do that is you actually create a very intimate conversation because you have my undivided attention when I'm leaving you this message. Whereas when we're on the phone, there may be something distracting me, an airplane flies by, car, whatever. But now you have my undivided attention, so the quality of communication has gone up. You have all of me thinking about you when I'm saying something to you. And I know that when you listen to it, you'll listen to it when you have time to listen to it. So it alters the entire communication paradigm. So really our objective is to create global intimacy, to really allow people to share their thoughts and feelings with their voice rather than simply with text. Now there are a lot of practical things about it too. It's easier to talk than it is to text. And as long as I can occasionally read the conversation when I want to, which we enable as well, I have everything that I want. And the last little piece that we want is to be able to connect us live when I want to, but to do it in a polite way. So I just touch a little button that says, can you talk now? And you say yes, and then we're immediately connected. No telephony, no dialing is involved at all. So it's a very simple idea, but it turns out that it's very powerful. We just launched it about a month and a half ago. We've had very good press about it. And people, so this is what I was saying earlier, people need to hear about why they need to talk. And I find that, it isn't obvious. Although we did study it with children more than adults, and children love the idea of being able to talk. You would think that they don't want to, but what they don't like is talking live on the phone. They just don't like that.
Do you believe that it's important to be philanthropic?
Well, we donate some of our the money that comes into the company. We donate that to different causes where there are learning for children who have learning disabilities of various kinds. So that's where we're pointing our philanthropy. Personally, I'm interested in philanthropy around saving animals, saving particular environments. That's my personal interest. How we treat animals, I think, is as important as how we treat each other. So,
what advice would you have to make a difference and an impact in this world?
Well, I think that the energy around money is such that if you make any contribution whatsoever, beginning with the lowest denomination of $1, you've made a huge contribution. Beyond, I think that's, and this is one of the things where if we all did something like that, or if there was energy and organization around that, that shifts all kinds of things.
I know that you're a reader. Do you have a book that you could recommend that you believe would make a difference in someone's life?
I do. I have a favorite writer. Mark Halperin is one of my favorite writers. I'm currently reading Memoirs from Ant-Proof Case. Fabulous book. Love that. Well, I think the most important book on the planet is A Course in Miracles. That's a very powerful book.
If money was infinite and you had an abundance that you didn't know what to do with, what would you do with it to make an impact in this world?
Well, I've had quite a bit of money in different times of my life, and so I've experimented with that, and none of the experiments have proven out to be correct. So investing money into entrepreneurs I think is interesting, and obviously I'm on the receiving end of that, but I don't think that's the best thing that I could do. I think putting money into large organizations is not a great idea. So what I like to do, and because I'm building oriented in any way, I would put the money into a foundation, and I would have that foundation be very directed and very purposeful about what it was doing, and just go do that. It doesn't have to raise any more money, it just goes and does what it wants to do. Kind of like the companies that I create, they have a single purpose and they go do that. that's, I think, enough. I don't think you have to seed all different kinds of ideas, but that's a little, it's a little ironic given the business that I'm in, because I also like to receive money from lots of different individuals.
David, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to interview you and sharing your passion with me. It's been such a delight.
Well, thank you. Really, truly my pleasure.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it very much. Very nice to meet you.
I really did.